much for coming out here this morning and joining Governor O'Malley and Secretary LaHood to celebrate the grand opening of the first segment of the Inter-County Connector. This is a landmark day in Maryland history, and for few projects have been discussed and planned and debated for 50 years, as this one has been. So we've been waiting a long time. But by working together, we've addressed the needs, identified the necessary funding, and pushed forward. And today, we're reaping the benefits. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Prince George's own Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown.
Thank you, Beverly. Good morning, everyone. How's it going? What an exciting day. What an exciting day it is today. A day that has been decades in the making. A day that in many ways started long before many of us who are here today were even born. And it's a hey, look, we'd often cancel ribbon cuttings for weather like this, but not on a day like today. This day is bigger. It's bigger than a road. It really is. This highway is part of a multi-tiered transportation investment strategy. Together, taken with mass transit, with transit-oriented development, with smart growth development and sustainable strategies, this road is helping us move Maryland forward. I want to thank Secretary LaHood for being here today, our partners in local government, County Executive Leggett, and it's cold out here, it's getting to my bones. and Richard Baker and Governor O'Malley, thank you. Governor O'Malley and I supported this project as part of a larger transportation plan. Neither the governor nor I, nor many of you believe that one road or one rail line makes a transportation plan. But particularly in the nation's or one of the nation's largest metropolitan regions. But we do believe that this road, this project, and others such as the Purple Line, the Corridor Cities Transitway, and the Red Line make up a larger plan, yes indeed. And that, along with livable communities near metro stations that we've supported since taking office, create the kind of plan that we envision for sustainable communities. Today is about infrastructure. It's about building 21st century communities and investing in projects that create jobs, support businesses, and make Maryland more competitive. Last month, President Obama stated that now is the moment to do big things. It's our opportunity to invest in the innovative infrastructure to compete in the new economy. Investments from everything from high-speed rail to high-speed internet. And as we've seen throughout our history, our investments in the Intercontinental Railroad and the interstate highway system didn't just create jobs, laying brick and pavement, they created new businesses and new industries. While it may seem like we're only opening a road today, today's ribbon cutting represents something bigger. It represents a ribbon cutting for new investments in our infrastructure. It represents new connections between communities, new economic opportunities for more Marylanders, and a reminder of our commitment to sustainable, smart growth strategies. I'm proud to be here, and I'm proud to work alongside a governor who understands that we need to continue to invest in ourselves and our infrastructure, even during these difficult economic times. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the podium our Governor, Martin O'Malley.
Thank you all very much. This is an exciting day, isn't it? Turn to your neighbor, tell them this is an exciting day. Go ahead and do it. Now turn to your other neighbor, tell them this is a really exciting day. It is great to be with all of you. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Brown, Secretary Beverly Swaim Staley, Secretary LaHood. Thank you so much for representing President Obama at this important time in our country and for being here with us today. John Picari, I think you've seen this road from all sides. Private, public, state, federal. I also want to thank Richard Baker and Leggett, two outstanding county executives in our state who make our region in the Washington metropolitan area go. I want to thank Peter Franchot as well, and also Jenny Forehand and Kumar Barbie for representing their colleagues in the Maryland General Assembly and our Speaker and our President. Darrell Mobley, our Deputy Secretary of Transportation, Nichelle Schultz, who's here from Senator Barbara Mikulski's office. Let's give a big hand to our entire congressional delegation, including Donna Edwards and Chris Van Hollen, who also helped make this day possible. I want to thank Harold Bartlett, the MTA Board of Directors, Neil Peterson, and Melinda Peters, who oversaw the construction here. Melinda, thank you. There were more than 12 people that worked on this project, but these men and women represent so many of their colleagues. Secretary LaHood and I drove up in the GM Chevy Volt. I want to thank GM for letting me drive for the first time in 11 years, a brand new car. GM has a huge jobs presence on the next generation of electric drive cars in our country, and they have a huge presence here in Maryland, evidenced by the 800 men and women who are working at the White Marsh plant and will soon be making component parts for this engine as well. President Obama in his State of the Union declared the goal of 1 million electric cars by 2015, and Maryland is part of the leadership in making that happen. I also want to talk now finally about why we're all here, and that is this road. A Roman philosopher once said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." And indeed, there have been some rough times in terms of what it took to get this road completed. Not always smooth, a lot of passionate, heartfelt conversations and debates about whether or not we should even build it. But when we decided to build it, we wanted to build it well. We wanted to build it with the best in environmental engineering, and John Picari did a terrific job on all of that, along with successor Beverly. And this road has also created jobs. Not only the 4,500 construction jobs that these men and women represent, but it connects I-270 with I-95. The University of Maryland study says 14,000 jobs in Montgomery and Prince George's County will be created by this. And as Anthony Brown, our Lieutenant Governor, underscored, this is part of a broader and larger transportation vision. One that balances not only roads, but also mass transit, like the Red Line, like the Purple Line. And I think all of us can applaud the Obama administration for its commitment to high-speed rail. So important. The ICC helps Marylanders, helps hardworking mom and dads get part of their lives back. That instead of sitting in traffic, they actually will be able to get home. DC residents in the metropolitan area spend 70 hours per week in traffic. It's the worst in the nation. The new ICC stretch cuts the drive from Shady Grove Metro to Georgia Avenue from 22 minutes to, get this, 7 minutes. So we all have an opportunity. It's the greatest of freedom's privileges to leave our country in a better and stronger condition than our parents and grandparents gave it to us. We still have a lot of hard work ahead of us. Fortunately, we have a president that believes in leading us to that better future, where we out-educate, out-innovate, and out-build the rest of the world. The ICC is part of that, only one part of that, but it's an example of the fact that we're still capable of accomplishing big and important things. It is now my great pleasure to introduce one of the tremendous leaders of the Obama administration. It's my honor to introduce our Secretary of the United States Department of Transportation, Ray LaHood.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I don't know about you, but I'm cold, and so I will be brief. I want to thank the governor for inviting the Department of Transportation, inviting us to be here to participate in this today. I also want to thank the governor for his vision. He and I had a chance to visit recently about his vision for transportation, and it is very similar to the President's vision for transportation. We will be full partners with the state of Maryland, with Governor O'Malley, and with anybody that wants to do big things for people and put Americans back to work, building American projects, building America's infrastructure with American workers in good paying jobs. That's our goal, that's the governor's goal, and we appreciate his leadership on that. And we're also grateful that he's not mad at us or not mad at me for stealing John Picari to come to work at USDOT. John is doing a great job, just as he did a great job for the citizens of Maryland. So, Governor, thank you for understanding. When I called the governor and told him that we were trying to steal John away, he hung up on me, but then after I called him back and told him we were going to work with him on road projects and John would help on that, We had a great conversation after that. So I'm delighted to be here and to remind everyone that this is a big deal for job creation, economic growth, and competitiveness. All across America, we are rebuilding essential roadways like this. These are the roads built by Americans. These are roads built for Americans. These are not just connecting highways like I-370 and Maryland 97 and eventually I-270 and 95. They're connecting people with schools and work and family and friends. A generation ago, our parents and grandparents followed the same roadmap to prosperity when they planned and paved the interstate highway system. And that's exactly what we're doing for the next generation. We owe that to the next generation for what the last generation did for us. We're investing in tomorrow and creating jobs today, helping our family and friends and neighbors access 21st century on-ramps to economic development and opportunity, and leaving the legacy of an American economy on the move and a future that America is prepared to win. Thanks to all of you who made this project happen. We are only just beginning. I want to say a special word of thanks to the workers who are out here day in and day. We're thanking the workers. They're the ones that built the road. Thanks to all the workers.
And congratulations to you, Governor, and to your staff and the Maryland Department of Transportation. Thank you, Secretary LaHood, and thank all of the citizens, especially those from Montgomery County. This is and will be a better link because of the real hard dedication and commitment of the people in this county who pushed to make this road even better than it is today. I'm standing here with the opportunity to cut the ribbon today. But there's someone who did much more prior to my arrival, who stood for 12 years to say that we needed this road. I think we should acknowledge the work, the leadership of my predecessor, Douglas Duncan, who prior to Governor, this is the part of a link or network of roads that the citizens of Montgomery County and this region need. We talked about it, and I know your commitment to make certain that not only we have the ICC today, but tomorrow we have the Purple Line, that we have the Carter City Transit, and that we have Montrose East. I said 4 years ago that I believe that we needed to move those transportation projects. And I stand firmly today in what I said 4 years ago, that we need a gasoline tax in the state of Maryland to help us here in Montgomery County and throughout the state of Maryland to ensure that we get these projects built. It is important for us to do so. We need to move forward. You've heard what we get in terms of the benefit. Greater economic activity, connectivity, the improvement of transit and transportation for all of our citizens. This is a part, but only a part, of what happens to make this county, this state a greater place. Congratulations. Let's keep the good work up and let's move forward. Thank you very much.
I want to thank all the men and women who have worked so hard for so long to make this day possible, from the construction workers to our elected officials. And in particular, again, I'd like to thank Neil Peterson, Project Manager Melinda Peters, Ron Freeland and Harold Bartlett from the Transportation Authority, and Dennis McMahon, who headed up this project, as well as the entire construction team, for completing today the first segment of the ICC.